All I want to do in summer is relax, and Genmaicha is the most soothing cup of tea for me. It has just enough caffeine to help me take on the extended daylight hours, and the indulgent, nutty flavor of the roasted rice still makes me feel like I'm on vacation. I turned this flavorful brew into cake so that I can start my day immediately with a familiar flavor. It takes me back to those early summer days I spent reading Proust on the lush lawn. My favorite can of Genmaicha has a blend of sencha, roasted rice, and matcha as well. The matcha heightens the umami notes in the roasted rice for an ultra-premium taste. To impart this flavor into my chiffon cake, I gently simmer the tea in milk for 7 minutes. Cool it to room temperature before adding the tea-infused milk to my cake batter. I actually tested a version of this cake with some extra genmaicha powder in the batter too, but it actually made the cake taste too savory. So today I've infused just enough of the loose tea into the batter for a hint of grassy umami flavor without masking the chiffon cake's own light sweetness. Bake the cake until the top springs back to touch. This is an important test to ensure the cake is fully baked and won't shrink or collapse. Then cool the cake suspended upside down, which will help the cake keep its height after depanning. Here's how I like to prep grapes. I first soak them in water for 15 minutes. I've found that this helps dislodge the dirt from the grape skin for a cleaner, purer taste and smoother mouthfeel. After that, I just rinse them about 15 times to wash away the residual grime. I had a tough time deciding on which fruit I wanted to use for the cake. I was originally thinking peach, but it browns easily and would require me to turn it into a compote. Not quite the refreshing taste I'm going for. So I finally settled on grapes. They're the perfect treat to bring on a picnic. Similarly, I decided to make a Chantilly Cream rather than a Genmaicha infused filling for a fresher, lighter taste. Start beating the heavy cream on high speed. Once you see the cream start to solidify, slow down the speed of your mixer to low-medium to prevent over-whipping. Beat until you just barely reach soft peaks. Even if the cream ends up separating a bit as you're decorating the cake, you can always give it a quick mix with your cake spatula to firm it up again. Every time you smear the Chantilly cream, it firms up more, so I usually prefer to slightly under-whip my cream to keep the end result as light and smooth as possible. Once you're done coating the cake in cream, don't transfer it to a clean plate just yet. Refrigerate the cake first overnight to stabilize the cream. You see how the cream smooths out after refrigeration? Last night, as I drifted between sleep and reminiscence, I began to ponder the finishing touches I wanted to add to the cake before giving it a taste. I thought, how about sprinkling some genmaicha powder on top like a summer garden? And finally, surround it with flower petal shaped cream and grapes. This looks pretty suited for a summer picnic to me. I don't just love Genmaicha for its full-bodied flavor. I like that it's quick and easy to brew, and that I can actually re-steep it many times and continue to enjoy its toasty taste. I go for Genmaicha when I want a robust, caffeinated drink immediately on particularly busy mornings. Now, let's compare the tea to the cake I made. I taste the roasted rice in the fluffy cake, which gently envelops my senses like a warm breeze. Then, suddenly, a burst of summer from the juicy grapes and their crispy, sweet skin. The contrast in textures is endearing to me, and the cream is as light as a passing cloud. The cake is not too sweet and is rich in flavor, yet refreshing at the same time. This is the feeling that I always look forward to from a freshly brewed cup of Genmaicha. I don't feel weighed down at all, and I feel like I can take on anything today. Maybe cleaning up won't be so bad today?